What do I even say? What do I even say? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and you know what time it is. It's time to review that game today. Hail Cesar, because it ended at Parkhead. It ended Celtic 1, Kilmarnock 0, and it was an emotional game. It was an emotional 90 minutes. Before the game kicked off, there was obviously that applause for 67 seconds to remember Billy Mcneill, who was our greatest ever captain and captained us to that infamous 1967 European Cup final. There were talks of also retiring the number 5 shirt in honour of Billy, which I could still see happening. But what a game it was today. And it didn't start off so good, but the end result, I don't know what was said at half-time, but it worked. It worked. So but at the start of the game, we were not very good at all. We were dreadful. It was literally the same old stuff that's happened every single time. Well, I say every single, maybe that's a bit of a, that's happened pretty much every single time since Neil Lennon has come back to the club. It's just been that whole side-to-side thing, and then get it forward, it's cleared, start all over again. We had loads of possession, but we just weren't making anything of it, and as a result, it was 0-0 at half time. Kilmarnock actually had really good chances in that first half, but Scott Bain, at this rate we're going to need to build him a statue, because he was making some really good saves to keep Kilmarnock out. They could have been out of sight after that first half. Neil Lennon would have probably had to do like a 2011 team talk, like from that game at Rugby Park when we were down 3-0 at half time and ended up drawing 3 each. Although I can imagine that was still like a bit of a team talk anyway. But it stays 0-0. It's ending half time. We actually were starting to get slightly better through the final minutes of the half, in the first half, but ultimately nothing was working. Rogic was making shots from about 30 yards out that were always going off target. There were shots getting saved by Danny Backman and all that. Then the second half started. We started to create good chances, but the main one that frustrated me was Tammy Rogic. He's literally running like he's on a one-on-one. He squares it to Edwards. Just shoot, mate. I mean, I get that we were, like, all us were giving Harry Kane stick in the World Cup against Croatia because he didn't square it to Raheem Sterling. But that's a different matter, right? And plus, I was actually kind of glad that didn't happen because I'm a Scotsman and all that. But that's completely irrelevant now. He squared it to Edward and it just didn't go in. I feel like if Rogic did actually shoot, that could have been the goal. That could have been a goal, and we could have actually won this game by a lot more. Probably we could have won it by like 2 or 3, but we didn't. Still work to be done, obviously, but after like some good chances, we then had a corner. Johnny Hayes had one of the most. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go check out CK67 on Twitter. And he has a clip here. It was really just ridiculous, honestly. But then we had a corner. Callum McGregor whips it in. My man, of course, he's my favourite player. But anyway, then it's headed away by Kelly. Then Rogic gives it back to Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor whips in across. Jozo Suminovic heads it home. The number 5 scoring in the 67th minute. You could not make that up. You just couldn't make that up. And there were all these Rangers fans on Twitter going, "Oh, it was the 68th minute." Firstly of all, the goal was scored at 67 minutes, 8 seconds or something like that. But, and also, these are the same guys that had that goal been scored a minute earlier, I guarantee they would have said, "Oh, but it was the 66th minute when he scored, not the 67th. What are you on about?" See see what I mean? Like, it's like they're basically hypocrites of their own statements, basically. That didn't make sense the way I said that, but anyways. But Joseph Simonovic, apart from that, brilliant goal, brilliant way to honour Billy Mcneill. The number 5 scoring in the 67th minute with a beautiful header, and it was brilliant as well. And yeah, that one was definitely for Billy. And from that point on, it was just hold on to the game. Scott Sinclair was, although I'll admit there were a few players that I've really like. Scott Bain was my man in the match, although Jozo Simonovic was a very close second. But one man that was certainly not my man in the match was Scott Sinclair. He was always losing the ball whenever he got it, and he just, yeah. By the way, Lenny, can you stop playing Izagiri? Why not play Johnny Hayes at left back? He can play in that position, and plus, we weren't even 20 minutes in and Izagiri was all over the bloody shop. We weren't even 20 minutes in, Izagiri was already over the shop. Apart from that, those like the negatives I want to get out of the way. I want to focus more on the positives, because that means that we are one step closer to winning the title. We're 12 points clear at the top, and now all we need to do is get 1 point out of our next 3 games, and we are champions of Scotland yet again. But we could even win the title this weekend. If Rangers drop points to Aberdeen, we're champions. Even a draw will do it. So, you know what? I feel like a draw could be a realistic prediction, but I do genuinely, as much as I hate to say this, I think Rangers will delay the party yet again, and we'll have to wait till at least Pittodrie before we can celebrate a league title. Hopefully I've jinxed this and Aberdeen smashed them like 4-0 tomorrow or something, but that's not going to happen, is it? They're going to win the game. The title race is going to go on for just a little bit longer, but we're going to win the league anyway. It's fine. But now I want to do exactly what I've done again in the game against Dundee, and that is look at Twitter reactions to the game. This should be interesting. Right, so the first tweet I'm going to read out comes from at HCTELFIH. I can't say. I'm just going to say Connor with an Irish flag, honestly. He says, couldn't write that. The big man definitely enjoyed that one. He definitely did. You just couldn't write it. You couldn't make that up. You just couldn't. You genuinely couldn't. Alright. The next tweet I'm going to read out comes from at James Smith 3261. He says, had to on the day, Big Simonovic. That was for Big Billy. God bless you. And it shows bets of saying Simonovic to score any time and Alan Power to be booked. It happened. Both of those happened. And then Dave Lav 5 says a win's a win, but that was dire stuff to watch. It was to be fair, especially that first half. But as I've always seen it, it doesn't matter how you get the win as long as you bloody get it. That's what I've said. And then at Citizen Tommy just replies with this image. Yeah, it's brilliant. You just yeah. Then and then at Gaelic Toffee, I've absolutely butchered that. I'm sorry. His actual handle is Irish blue within an Irish flag. He says, "What a club with a heart." So, and you know what? I respect you for that. At Sweeney _ 1888. By the way, if you want to follow my Twitter, links in the description, or the links in the description. He says, that Simonovic goal was truly magical and fitting for today's game, and it probably couldn't have been scripted more perfectly for Billy. But that can't hide the fact that today's performance was another lacklustre one, where players are struggling to pass the ball to a teammate. Yeah, I mean, I'm just focusing on the positives, but there was a few negatives as well. At Celtic Culture says Billy Mcneill working his magic from above. Yeah, he is. At CFC Ben Yu says was written in the stars. Hail Cesar. Yeah, it was. Adam C.J. McLean says number 5, 67th minute header, and I mean, you can just see the rest. Thank God for Jozo, because that was a dreadful performance again. It was. Changes needed next season, Gunny. So yeah, definitely needed, mate. Poor all season. Poor all season. What do you mean we're poor all season? But we weren't poor all season. We've not been like that poor the whole season. Hence why we're top of the league by 12 points and could win the league next season. At the end of the day, we've won more games than we've won last season, and we have just 1 point less than we got the whole of last year. And then at Gunny67 says 100% need fresh ideas. We do. And then William Carson replies with, and I feel the same way. Anyone but Moyes. I mean, did you see what happened when he was at Man United? Good God. And it said, and then Gunny67 says, would take him before Lennon, to be honest. Managed at a higher level. I mean, it's your opinion, but I'd happily take Neil Lennon over David Moyes. And then this last tweet in this whole thread says, want a fresh change with no Moyes or Lennon, mate. Get what you mean though, Chris. And then at Stuart_Doig says, Shuminovic scores wearing Billy's iconic number 5 shirt, written in the stars. You forgot to mention 67th minute, but oh well. An angel watching over us today by JK72. And the last one I'm going to read comes from GF Cone Kennedy. And it says, it had to be 567. Cesar was there today, undoubtedly. Hail Cesar, you will always be remembered. So that is it for today's video. And Cesar definitely will be remembered. Obviously, I mean, that a moment to be serious before I end the video. That was genuinely tragic to hear what happened this week. It shocked all Celtic fans and pretty much the whole of Scottish football. Everyone in Scottish football was having like the 67-second applause for Billy Mcneill. Like, my local club is Airgeonians, and their game against Arbroath today, they were doing it as well. They played against Celtic with Billy Mcneill in the 1975 Scottish Cup final. Every other team has been doing it. It really shows how special this man was, and moments like that with Jozo Shuminovic just proves why football can be so special and so amazing at times. And Aston Villa are also paying tribute to their former manager, because they will also wear the black armbands like Celtic did for their game tomorrow against Leeds United in the English Championship. And it really was a brilliant result given everything that's happened. I mean, obviously I've here read out some tweets and talked about the game, but at the end of the day, there are some things that are more important than football, and that is obviously that man is a legend in not just Scottish football, but just football in general. I mean, he won a bloody European Cup, for God's sake. And yeah, I genuinely don't know any City fans that doesn't like that man. And he will always be remembered. Rangers fans are even paying respect to him, and these are the fans that we always, love to hate, basically. And it was really sad to hear what happened. And obviously the Mcneill family were invited round at Parkhead to watch the game, maybe to try and take their minds off it, and at the end of the day, ended in a victory. Rest in peace, Cesar. You'll never walk alone. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.